Did you know that there's something that is hidden that could be making you feel stuck? Feeling stuck can certainly feel frustrating. It can show up as low thinking, procrastination, low energy, and feeling that something's just not right, like things are not moving forward. Most people completely miss this. But what if the thing that is keeping you stuck is something that you interact with on a daily basis? Most people are told it's just a mindset issue. But what if that is only part of the story? This is where things get interesting. Because sometimes it is not because you need to do more, it is something around you that is making everything feel harder. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Yes, one thing is fear can keep people stuck. Fear can be fear of failure, fear of change, fear of success. Stress can do it too. Emotional overload, mental fatigue, and sometimes you're just simply exhausted. So, people are not lazy and they are not broken, but there is a challenge. And most people do try to get unstuck. They make lists. They repeat affirmations. I easily move forward with greater joy and also visualize a better future. They tell themselves just to start. And these things can help a person, yes. But with even all that effort, they can still sometimes feel stuck. Let's stop for a moment, because this is where most people get it wrong. These things all focus on the mindset, but they don't always address the space that you live in, what is around you. This is the key piece that most people miss. If you have your face directly facing a wall when you're sitting, it could lead to feelings of being blocked. Likewise, if you have your back to a door when you're sitting, this can also feel stressful and unsafe. It's best to have your back towards a wall, and so you can also see the door. Your environment is constantly speaking to your brain all day long. And this is what's draining you more than you think. This is the part where Feng Shui comes in. Not as decoration, not as superstition, but as a way to understand how your space affects your energy, your focus, your sense of movement. Look closely at your space here, because when your environment feels off, you feel resistance to move forward. And this is the hidden part. Resistance can show up as being stuck. Stuckness challenges moving forward. Number 1, start with your pathways. Can you move easily through your space? Or are you always stepping around things, moving through tight spaces, and walking and maneuvering around clutter? This is a wide hallway. A person can walk through this. However, it has wall-to-wall stuff. This is very easy to overlook. You can get used to clutter in your environment. A cluttered desk, a messy bedroom, a messy bathroom, things on the countertops in the kitchen. It's so easy. What happens is the brain takes it in, is stress, but the outer mind is not that aware of it because the subconscious mind hides it. This type of low-level tension becomes your normal. Notice the clutter in these rooms. They feel really off. Definitely stress. Notice how calm and relaxing something that is picked up, clean, neat, and tidy. How much better that feels. But physical friction really does matter. The things that are around you. Your brain notices it because your eyes are taking in everything around you. And this causes brain drain, brain overwhelm, which decreases focus and can also decrease concentration and increase stress hormones. And over time, this could make it feel like it's harder to move forward with life. The important thing with Feng Shui is the flow of air currents. The air currents move and carry positive energy, positive Feng Shui Qi. It's very important to make sure that you have space around your furniture, that your hallways are clear, your steps are clear, that there is an easy pathway for you to walk and for the flow of air currents. Too much furniture blocks the flow of qi, of positive energy. Air currents moving freely in this room. Avoid sitting under this beam. More information in my other videos. Keep the air currents moving to feel better and help you to move forward more easily. When you have open pathways, it supports movement. Movement of your body, movement of your mind, and moving forward in life. This is an example of good airflow in this room. However, the couch is sitting right in front of the fireplace. The couch with the red X needs to be moved to a different position. Now here is the shift. Look at the visual overwhelm. Too many objects, too much stuff, clutter, mess. It's all coming in. Too much is coming in all at once. The brain is processing it all. Know that your space is sending a constant signal. If it's crowded, too much stuff, it could be causing stress and feelings of being blocked and feeling stuck. This can lead to a sense of energy drain, low energy. When your space feels cluttered, so can your thinking. Clarity gets harder, decisions are more challenging to make, and taking action becomes more difficult. And this connects to something important. Does your space feel intentional or does it just feel random with stuff everywhere? Your brain actually looks for structure, calm, relaxing structure without a lot of extra stuff. When things are organized, it feels so much better. Your brain wants to know where to settle, what to focus on, where to move next. It is best to avoid sitting on the couch with a red arrow because the harsh air currents are coming from the hallway and hitting anyone who sits there. This wall color is something to avoid. More in my other videos. And this is the part that nobody talks about. When a room lacks direction, you can actually feel that same lack of direction internally. The good news is you do not have to fix everything at once. The key is to build a momentum. Start here. When that's finished, go to here, then to there. This builds momentum and makes it easier to move forward with your space, your home, and your life. You'll want to notice this in your own space. Walk through your space slowly. Notice how it feels. Notice where you feel resistance. Look and see where there are tight spots, where there may be clutter, too much furniture, things in the hallway or on the steps. Where does it feel tight, cluttered, heavy, unclear? The best thing to do if you're feeling stuck is to start in one area. Pick one thing to do. Clear one surface, just one. Then pause and notice what changes. How do you feel? Feeling stuck is not always about doing more. Sometimes it's about removing things that is making it harder. So look around your space today. What feels heavy? What feels blocked? What feels off? Change one thing. And if you want something that will help you understand what your space is reflecting it back to you, I've created a free online checklist in the link below. Remember, one thing can really make a big difference. Thank you for joining me today. Please click the like, subscribe, and watch my next video.